think we're going to have a slight problem.
Huh?
I think we're going to have a slight problem. We'll see when you come up. Right now, I'm in the middle of uploading a video.
Well, yeah, we're all blurry as heck.
Oh, pain in my ass. All right, we're going to try and refresh this because I don't think there's anybody. It says it's working.
Okay.
Just give it a second. No, no, it's not.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. All right. Cancel the upload. All right. That will fix it probably. And it looks like we're fine now. We'll see when we come up over there. Looks like we're okay.
Yep.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so Theory Thursday. Now that we fixed our connection problem.
Sorry about that, guys.
So we're going to talk about longevity. And when I say longevity, I mean how long you've been at doing your thing. Generally speaking, when it comes to brick and mortar stores, you're looking at like 3 to 5 years before you turn any type of profit. If you're lucky, you're paying your bills from the start, and then slowly you generate money in order to be able to pay the bills, so to speak, beyond just your shop bills. Here in the digital world, that is not necessarily the case. We can look at a lot shorter turnaround times. Sometimes our businesses will flourish almost immediately. The low overhead of non-physical shops, the print-on-demand services that are available, all of these things factor into making things profitable earlier because you don't have those drags on your profit like employees, storage, additional electric beyond your living expenses, additional utilities outside of electric and whatnot. You don't have an additional rental space and all that type of stuff that you have to worry about. Everything is digital and you're paying for that regardless, so you might as well take advantage, right? That being said, sometimes turnover is not immediate. Sometimes it takes time, and that can be very discouraging. So we generally have to look at things from the perspective of what we thought when we first started. Adam Neely has a story. He does like a Q&A show on Instagram. It comes up here on Facebook, on YouTube as well. And someone had asked him about the reality of being a professional musician in New York City, and he was quite frank about it. His response was to the tune of, "You are going to be poor for a very, very long time before you make it. The high cost of living, you're going to have to get another job to sustain you while you pursue this career. And you're not going to have anything really to sustain your dream of being in that career other than what you're feeling right now. What you're feeling right now has to be able to sustain you through the very lowest points of your career that are going to be the beginning of your career. And the same thing goes for opening your own business. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to speak negatively about opening your own business. There's going to be a lot of people who just don't support you, and they should support you. I mean, that's what your friends and family are supposed to do. But for the most part, most people don't support people who start businesses.
No.
And that's sad, and but it is the way it is. So that dream that you have of what the end result of all that work is going to be is going to have to sustain you, and you are going to have to be committed to the long haul. You can't go, okay, well, I'll just do this for like 3 months, and then if it doesn't work out, I'll do something else. That's not going to work. You have to you have to go all in on this one. You can't half-ass it, and you have to do it for a long time. I would be remiss to say don't I would be remiss if I didn't say that your expectation is a minimum of spinning your wheels for a year. Could it go off? Could it take off right away? Absolutely. You could see immediate profits, immediate boons, and that's great. When people do that, that's great. But you could also be doing the same thing over and over again, feeling like you're banging your head against the wall for a year before you start seeing light at the end of the tunnel. And that light is not going to be, one day I'm broken chasing my dream. Next day, everything is perfect. It's going to be a slow, arduous process that, you go one step forward, 2 steps back a lot. And if you don't have the stomach for that, you really don't have the stomach for being in business. That's a fact. And that's not, something, that's easy to admit. Like, not everybody is cut out to be an entrepreneur, because not everybody is cut out to stay with that dream, that business, without, someone else saying, if you want to get your paycheck, you got to keep doing this. And also the emotional drain that being in business for yourself is really rough for a lot of people. They just can't do it. They can't handle it. And that's not saying bad on them. It's just who they are as a person. But if you're willing to go through all of that, and you're willing to keep your nose to the grindstone and keep pushing and pushing and pushing, well, for those of you who make it that far, success is inevitable. If you have the self-discipline to keep doing things that you're supposed to do to move your business forward, if you have the dedication towards that goal, it will pay off in the end. It just takes time. And, well, there's that. I mean, that's all I got, Donna. Donna, you got anything?
No, like you said, pretty
Damn it.
much.
I mean, there's someone who's out there, but they ain't saying nothing.
But it is quite a contrast in the amount of time it takes to know if you're going to stay, break even, or even past that, than it used to be in the traditional brick and mortar type of scenario. I mean, at least there's that. You're not, got that 2-year to 4-year limbo, like trying to balance everything. If you're going to hire more people, if you can afford to hire on more people, there's all these, factors in that determines the outcome or your success in that business construct. But yeah, the digital market has actually leveled the playing field in a lot of ways.
Yeah, I mean, if you were to open a brick and mortar business, either you have to have excellent credit, or you have to be financially well off enough to bankroll it all for years before you realize any real profit or any real financial growth from it.
And you could be really talented and be an expert in your field. And depending on what it is that your brick and mortar is catering to, what kind of service industry, etc. Location, especially like in the food service industry. Where I come from, we have a lot of restaurants, international, cuisine from all over. But we had this one spot in our community that had so many, businesses turn over and over and over. It was just not a very good spot. And there were some very, great restaurants in there, unfortunately, but it isn't reflective on them. It's just, piss poor luck in that regards. Another example is a friend of mine that used to have a catering bakery service. Very talented in everything that she does, but the location wasn't right. It wasn't the right fit. And, she lamented about what it was that was hindering her success. It wasn't that she had a lack of talent or discipline or anything in that regards. It was the location. Is it a good fit, that brick and mortar? And now that the lesson was learned for her like a handful of years ago, and now, she's back at it again. She's trying from a different approach. And this time without the overhead of what it is for the brick and mortar and for like ingredients and stuff like that. She's going in a different direction and keeping at the entrepreneurship, spirit there. So, she's opening a digital store. So, there's those lessons. Yeah. What?
There's that rain.
Yeah, there is the rain. We've been wondering.
So yeah. That's generally what I was trying to talk about today.
You'll reinvent yourself several times if you're really got that mindset. Failure is only a failure if you perceive it and just scrap it and give up and never try again. The most successful people have failed millions of times. So take it for what it's worth.
Well, so there you go. So yeah, we're here all by ourselves. So I guess we'll go.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean,
yeah, that's pretty much all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got. You don't want to
Little
say
antidote there to life,
like two people showed up and ran away.
Thank you guys.
Thanks.
I did post the link around the interwebs, just little. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy the rain.
Mm,
Yeah,
yeah.
Finish this guitar.
Yeah.
Get some more work on it.
Yeah. Yeah. I got work to do too. So I guess we'll get going.
Bye, guys.
Thanks for stopping by, and everybody have a great day. Bye.